The childish expressions from the covert narcissist can be shocking. I once told my ex-wife, a 100%er, 100% covert narcissist, there is nothing outside of the behavior of a covert narcissist. Everything she did was 100% covert narcissistic. It was something. It was something to be with someone who is a 100%er. It is aggravating. But I remember I told her, I said, you always do that. And then she cut me off. She's like, always, always? Just like that. She did a smile like this. And this is, when you see a woman do this with the cheeks and looking up at you, like, and lift the eyebrows too, like, it's always shocking, right? Because it's like, you'll see it on TikTok. You'll see women in their 30s and 40s doing that expression. And they don't feel embarrassed or anything by it. But that expression tells you so much. Because what's happening is that brain. Remember, narcissists don't mature out of a certain age. So 5 and 6, mine, that brain will stay there. Other parts of the brain will develop, but that part, mine part, I know you are, but what am I part, stays the same. So maturity level is just not there. So when I said you always do that, when she cut me off, and that's what they'll do. They cut you off, they try to throw you off because they know what you're going to say. They know you're right. She says, really, always, always, always mean I do it every time, 100% of the time, which means that if I didn't do it one time, then that means not always. So you're saying I always do it? Huh? Huh? Just like that. I looked at her as like, okay, I was just speaking, so don't cut me off. You need to act your age. You're an adult, and you need to act your age. As I was saying is always as in what you just defined. Thank you. I'm glad you know what the word means. But what I was going to say is you always do that all the time. As far as you've never not done that. It's been all the time. And it's very concerning that you always do it. So yes, by always, I meant the word, the definition of that word always. And that's what I was trying to convey to you. So since you know that and you see it as that bad, yes. So I want to know is why do you always do that? And also, how do you not feel embarrassment? Because this is really, really weird. And she just, you always just stop. No, you're not going to tell me to stop. God damn it, I'm a human being. Yeah, okay. So you see what you just did there? You did not answer, and you went Now I understand. Yeah. But I need you to be your age. We're in the room together, and you heard me. Now, please, I asked you something because we're both adults, and you heard my words. Please respond to what I said. And then after that, yeah. But why do you do it? She went off and off and off. The reason why is a covert narcissist, due to their brain, as far as not developing past that stage, they're not capable of grasping anything outside of that. They can't even fake it very well because they have no empathy. It's all me, mine. Now, healthy minded people like you and I, we grew out of that. We had experiences, life experiences, while our brain hit different levels of different phases of maturity. And we got to view things in different ways that helped us learn things such as empathy and how to process things. Remember, the covert narcissist is it's physically, if you do a SPEC scan, you'll see that that 5-year-old brain, mine, I know you are, but what am I phase, is where they got stuck at. Therefore, their brains never actually moved to the next phase where it started to notice and recognize things, where empathy was able to be developed, and they process things as far as another human being is like me but another body, and They have feelings, and I should do that. To them, it's all about them. Everyone else is NPC. So understand that when you deal with a narcissist and you try and bring them back down to your level as far as being able to speak and have them hear your words that you say and respond back to it in a meaningful way that makes sense, it's just not going to be possible. My sister is a covert narcissist as well, and I found that out about her. She just is not capable. And again, it's nothing that they can control. Of course, it's no excuse for their terrible behavior either, but it's nothing that they can control. This is a genetic issue, and that's what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a genetic issue that is a behavior, a personality, not a disorder. And sometimes they call it a disorder. Remember, it is their actual personality. So if they do have disorder, and that disorder might humble them out, and I went through this with my ex-wife. Oral health is very important. My ex-wife, I got her a SPECT scan, medication, supplements, fixed all of her teeth, deep cleaning through everything, healthy diet, all that stuff, and was able to therapy as well. And she became the worst person I'd ever met in my life because her brain was so healthy that 100% of her behavior, her personality came out. And it turned out she's a 100% covert narcissist. Something to be aware of. All right. So, anyways, there's no way around it. There's no saving it. It gets worse with age. They tend to get worse and worse and worse. So, with me and my ex-wife at the age of 39, uh, it was to the point where it should have been when she was in her 60s, and I saw how quickly it was progressively getting worse rapidly, almost by the day. So understand that you have to save yourself and you have to protect yourself. Also understand this person does not view you as a human being. My ex-wife even admitted that she viewed me as just someone that she could brag to as far as look at my husband, look how skilled he is, look at everything he can do, look at all the resources he has, look how good looking he is. That's what I got. What were you able to get? Nothing. She actually admitted to me that that's how she viewed me. And she said every woman does that. No, not at all. Not at all. It's another thing. Narcissistic personalities thinks that their little world where they live, whatever, that's everywhere. Everyone does it. Goes to show you how limited their minds are with thinking. They'll be an adult, legal adult, 18 or older, and they will still think that way, even 30s, 40s, 50s. They're not able to break out of that. So understand that when you deal with a covert narcissist, those are all the things that you're dealing with. You're not fighting against because there's no fighting against it. Those are all the things that you have to deal with.